Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Guys, in today's video, we're going to talk about flankers, both designer and niche flankers. So if you don't know what a flanker is, when it comes to perfumery, a flanker is a newer fragrance that has similar attributes to a fragrance that's already out there. So YSL Libre is the original and Libre Le Parfum is the flanker, or Libre Intense is the flanker, or Libre Le Plantine is the flanker. So if you want to know which flankers I feel like are the better flankers for me, and then you guys can make your decision to say which one you want to purchase, then please continue to watch. Guys, before we get started with the video, please make sure you like this video, thumbs it up so YouTube knows you love my content, leave me a comment down below so we can get to know each other, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. All right, y'all, so before we get into the fragrances, I want to tell y'all that I'm having a sale the weekend of the 8th of December. I'm having a 30% off sale with soavantgarde.com. You're going to be able to save 30% site-wide with the exception of Mind Games with my code Aisha30. I want to give you guys advance notice so you guys can plan and prepare. If y'all are like me, y'all need to plan y'all's coins. It's smart to plan your coins. So this way you have ample time to plan and prepare if you want to shop the sale. So let's start with Valentino Donna Born in Roma, the original, and the flanker that is the pink PP. Now this fragrance has a few flankers, but the only one that I have is the coral one, which is like a cute fragrance for the summer. I didn't feel like putting her in this video because I felt like it was battling out between these two. Now I love both fragrances, that's why I own both fragrances. I really love the original. It's black currant, it's bourbon vanilla, it's a sweet, juicy, fruity vanilla fragrance, and I love it. You can wear it all year round. It's thick enough to wear in the fall and the winter, but you definitely can wear it in the spring and summer as well. This one is newer to my collection. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I got this because the bottle is pink. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, like I'm not gonna hold y'all. This is a cute fragrance, but it was really the bottle. And I feel like I'm a Valentino girl. You know what I mean? Like I love Valentino as a brand. I love these fragrances. So the differences between these two, I told y'all this is a bright, sweet, juicy, fruity vanilla fragrance. And the flanker, this to me has remnants of Oriana by Parfums de Marly. This one you definitely smell a little vanilla. It's so pretty though. Like, and I feel like it's definitely getting better as it sits because it was kind of fresh for like the past month, but oh, she's definitely doing a little something now. Definitely doing a little something. But I will say, if I had to choose between these two, I would choose the original. Now, the reason why I would choose the original is because although this kind of has, you can tell she's a flanker of this, but to me, this has the same type of vibe as, say, like a Love Don't Be Shy or Oriana by Parfums de Marly. I mean, I have so many fragrances with this scent profile with like that orange blossom, marshmallow kind of vibe. Although this doesn't have any marshmallows. This one has mandarin orange, orange blossom, and bourbon vanilla. Bourbon vanilla is also in here, but this one is just sexier. This one seems a little deeper, a little sexier. It's still juicy and still bright and still fruity, but the vanilla is definitely doing the vanilla thing in this one. And this one is a more happy, uplifting, playful version of this one. So if I had to choose, if you're making me choose out of the two, I'm gonna choose the original, but I still love the flanker. But for me, the original is definitely better in this case. So Valentino Donna Born in Roma, the original, and the pink PP. Okay guys, so next up we have an original and a flanker that is sold on So Avant Garde. So if you're interested, you can save 30% the weekend of the 8th. And that's 100 Silent Ways by Nishani and 100 Silent Ways X, also by Nishani. Now, out of these two, y'all, spoiler alert, it's the original for me, okay? The flanker is still really good. She's still pretty, but honestly, I feel like the sandalwood in this fragrance that makes it just so super creamy and rounded out the entire fragrance. And this fragrance is missing that sandalwood. Still has the tuberose, it still has the peach. So you definitely smell that floral aspect and you smell the fruity aspect, but that sandalwood is missing. And I feel like they should have kept the sandalwood or maybe added something else to it to give it a little something, because I just feel like this is cute, but she's missing something. The original, y'all, is just always going to be the original for me. This is one of the most sexiest floral fragrances in my collection. Now, 100 Silent Ways definitely gets mixed reviews here on YouTube. Some people really love it, like me. Some people feel like, you know, it's basic, it's boring, but I absolutely love this fragrance. And the original, y'all, like I said, it's that tuberose, it's that peach and that sandalwood dry down that just makes it super woody and creamy and just give it that extra punch that it needs, that this one I feel like is lacking. So out of the two, I'm definitely choosing the original 100 Silent Ways. Okay guys, so in the first two groups of fragrances, I chose the original over the flanker. Now in this case, I'm choosing the flanker over the original. And now we have Burberry Her, the original, and Burberry Her Elixir. Y'all, okay, first of all, I love her. As you can see, I love her. I mean, I literally almost finished this fragrance, but then the flanker came out and I was like, Burberry Her who? What's your name again, girl? Like, did we meet? Because the flanker, y'all, has me written all over it. So this is fruity, it's juicy, it's perfect for spring and summer, it's happy, it's uplifting. Some people say it kind of gives them remnants of Baccarat Rouge 540. I don't get that, but you know, I've heard that through the grapevine. But like I said, it's super fruity, it's juicy, it has strawberries and raspberries, and it's a really pretty fragrance. I was loving it, I still love it. But then the flanker came. And this was like, girl, I got that strawberry pound cake that you want. I got that strawberry pie, that strawberry milkshake for you. And I was like, okay, like, I need you. So for me, y'all, it's the flanker. It's definitely the elixir for me. I'm not taking anything away from this fragrance, but this one is a more fruity vibe. It's a more spring summer vibe, and this one you can definitely wear spring summer as well, but you can also wear it in the fall because it's more gourmand. It has sandalwood in it and it's so much more creamy. It's like a strawberry dessert, like a strawberry pound cake, strawberry shortcake, strawberry something, you know what I mean? It just smells so good. You definitely get complimented on both of them, because when I wear both of them I get complimented on them, but I have to say the flanker is definitely more my speed. So Burberry Her, the original, and Burberry Her Elixir. Okay, you guys, so in this next group, it is definitely the original for me. So we have BDK, the original Gris Charnel, and then we have BDK Gris Charnel Extrait. Now, the Extrait, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm gonna just let y'all know the Extrait is masculine. I feel like we have more feminine here, although this could be unisex, but she can lean feminine. The Extrait to me is straight up masculine, all right? Like, I can never see myself wearing this fragrance. The only way that I would wear this fragrance is if I would layer it with other fragrances just to give it a little bit more smokiness, a little bit more depth. You know, layering something like a Frou Frou La La fragrance, like a Burberry Her, the original, or something like that. Other than that, I would never wear this fragrance on its own. And for me, although I love layering fragrances that I can wear on their own and that I can have fun to layer. I don't want to just have a fragrance in my collection that I can only layer with. That's not fun, because I don't always want to have to layer. I don't want to be forced to layer. I want to layer because I want to. You know what I'm saying? The original BDK, y'all, the Gris Charnel, it's like a fig fragrance, like a fig tea fragrance. It is so gorgeous. When I first sprayed this fragrance on my skin, I was not feeling it. I didn't understand it. I didn't know who she was. Like, it was the beginning of my niche fragrance journey, and I just did not have the nose for this one right here. I was like, oh no. But then, y'all, like, as I started to get more deeper into fragrances and started to smell more things, this is like so beautiful to me. It's even an easy fragrance for me. Like, it's not like a hard reach for me. It is gorgeous. Now, the Extrait, I had to pass this on to Bae because, like I said, it smells masculine. It kind of gives you a little bit of vibes of the original, but the cedarwood in here is going crazy. The patchouli in here is going crazy. Like, this is just like going crazy on my skin. Super smoky, just very masculine vibes, but still a very beautiful and refined scent, but just not for me. So BDK, the original, and the Extrait can be purchased on soavantgarde.com. And like I said, I'm having a sale, 30% off from the 8th through, I believe, the 12th. Just check the description box. Okay, guys, so the next pair, when I first smelled the original, I was head over heels, love at first sniff. I'm obsessed with this scent. And then the Extrait came out and I was like, ooh, original who? I love you more. But then as I started to wear the Extrait, I realized, no, pump your brakes and slow your roll. You love the original more. And now we have Passé Soir by BDK and the Passé Soir Extrait. Y'all, as you can see, I mean, we don't got to talk too much. Like, y'all know I love this fragrance. It's juicy, it's fruity, it's unique, it's different. You can wear it in the winter, spring, summer, and fall. It literally suits any occasion. Dressed up, dressed down, any environment, weather, like it doesn't matter whether it's hot, cold, like it doesn't matter the weather, the season, like this fragrance just goes with everything. And that's why my dent looks like this. Now the Extrait, let me put her down for a hot little second. The Extrait, I'm gonna say this about the Extrait. It definitely smells like the original, but it's so much more powerful, so much more beast mode, that the juiciness in the original is lost in this fragrance. Although they smell the same, they're flankers that definitely smell the same, but this is so much more powerful. I don't know what kind of nuclear explosion they put up in here. Like this right here is so powerful. It is so strong, so beast mode, that it loses a little bit of the femininity. It loses some of that juiciness that I love from this fragrance, because when I spray this, my mouth waters. There's something so juicy about this fragrance and I love it so much. Oh, let me tell you the notes, y'all. So it opens up with pear, a juicy pear, and y'all know I love me a juicy pear. Shout out to you, Amorous. So we have pear, black pepper, ginger, mandarin, we have jasmine, orange blossom, patchouli, amber. It is a gorgeous fragrance, and the notes are basically similar to, you know, in the flanker. There's peach in the flanker, there's ambroxan, there's some added notes, but it's just something about this fragrance that draws me in more than the Extrait. But I love both of them. This one, you can smell it, it lasts long on the skin, you know, the performance is good. But on the Extrait, it is a bit, listen, I told you, I don't know what they put up in here. It is nuclear. It is super strong, super powerful. If ever I'm going anywhere and I definitely want everybody to smell me, I'm reaching for this one right here. You ain't gotta do too many sprays. You ain't gotta layer her. Like, she's just super powerful and super strong. Love both of them, but prefer the original. So Passé Soir Original and Passé Soir Extrait. Okay guys, so now we have YSL Libre the original and YSL Libre Le Parfum. Now I will say that I also have the YSL Libre Intense, another flanker, but I wanted to battle it out between the original and the Le Parfum because the Le Parfum is my favorite. Spoiler alert, it is what it is. Now, when I first got this fragrance, I didn't have as many fragrances as I have right now. I got this in 2019, or was it 2020, early before lockdown. And I love this fragrance. When I smelled it, I was like, this is really pretty. Like, it smells grown and sexy. Like, I need something like this in my collection. And I got the big bottle. Like I said, I didn't have this many fragrances, so, you know, it was okay for me to get the big bottle. But had it been the other way around, the Le Parfum is my favorite. This has ginger, this has saffron, also orange blossom. It kind of smells the same. You can tell that they're like related, but this one is just that much better. It's that much deeper, that much sexier. And then it has a saffron. I mean, honestly, y'all already know I love saffron. I love ginger. I love orange blossom. And it's done so beautifully in this fragrance. So for me, it's definitely the Le Parfum. Now, before the Le Parfum came along, the Intense came out and I was like, oh, I want the Intense. And I definitely have the Intense. It's more vanilla. It smells similar to this. They all smell similar, you know what I mean? But the Intense is more orange blossom and vanilla, where this one you definitely smell some orange blossom, but you smell the saffron, you smell the vanilla, you smell the ginger. This one has more layers and it's super sexy to me. So if I'm going to choose, I'm definitely going to choose the flanker over the original. So YSL Libre Le Parfum and the original. Okay guys, so the last pair on this list, I have to say I love both of them equally. Some days I prefer the original and some days I prefer the flanker. And that is Ani by Nishane and Ani X by Niche. Now, let me tell y'all. In the original Ani, it opens up green. You smell the cardamom. You smell the ginger. And then it dries down to a beautiful vanilla scent, okay? But that opening is very sharp. It's very in your face. I feel like the opening is what turns a lot of women off because this is a unisex scent. It can be worn by a man or a woman, but I love this fragrance, okay? Now, the X version, it's interesting because the X has an added melon note, so it makes it a little sweeter, a little fruitier, and it doesn't have that blast of cardamom and ginger that the original has. So that green opening, it's definitely not there. It's not super spicy. I feel like the original is definitely more spicy, and they kind of tone this one down. So if you ladies that always tell me that you love Ani, but that opening turns you off and it kind of smells more masculine to you, I feel like you would prefer the X, the flanker, over the original. They're still not safe blind buys in my opinion, because although this one has like a fruity note in it, it's not like super fruity and frou la la. Like, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it's definitely more fruity and frou la la than the original. So this one has that green, sharp, spicy opening. This one doesn't. And I also feel like this one, the original one, has more vanilla. And this one you smell some vanilla, but the vanilla isn't really there as much as the original. So if you want to smell more vanilla, then you'll wear the original. And if you want to smell something that smells like Ani, but the notes aren't super pronounced, like the opening and the dry down with the vanilla, then you'll go for the X, the flanker. So Ani the original and Ani the flanker. All right, guys, we made it to the end of the video. Leave it in the comments below and let me know what flankers you have in your collection and which do you prefer, the original or the flanker. Let's talk about it below like we always do. Remember to stay safe, be great, stay great, and always strive for greatness. AI the Great signing out, but I'll see you in my next video. Peace.